everybody. So I wanted to firstly thank you all for your much huge support for what happened with regards to the truck incident I had the other week. I just want to let you all know that I am still on my bike. I'm still overcoming the shock after what happened. Very disappointed with the police outcome as well. I thought there was a lot of lazy excuses from the police. But I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody on Facebook, everybody on YouTube and Twitter and any other social media for your support and your help and your kind comments. It was a very close near miss. I will say that it's probably the closest, personally, I've ever come to almost death while riding a bicycle. I've never been that close to being killed before. I've had some very near misses in the past. I've had near misses with other vehicles. I've had near misses with buses and stuff. But this is probably the closest I've ever come to actually being killed by a full-on lorry, not looking both ways. Before I continue on, I just want to give a shout out to some of my followers on YouTube and Twitter. I want to give a thanks to those who commented on my video. I know some of you may not have seen the recent video, so if you do comment after this video, I do apologize if I've not been able to do a shout out for yourselves. But I want to give a shout out to MTB Scotland, Retro on his bikes, 4L3, 4ND, 3X5, Bicycle Belfast Cam, Fur BNA, I hope I pronounced that right, Jim's Wheels, Hippie NZ, or Hippie NZ if you're American, Z for or Z, whichever you prefer it, Skoda Dashcam 3590, Road Biker 8333, James 82744, Viper 6 Moto Vlogger, Cycling South Lincolnshire, Chris Numbnuts, user Go 840JD4L4W. That is a mouthful, but hey, it's what you pick. Anonymous internet user 7519 and Too Good Dashcam UK 5946. So yeah, I just want to give a thanks and a shout out to those guys who commented and their very kind comments and support regarding what happened with that near miss. I very much appreciate it. For those who are on Twitter, I would like to thank people such as again Chris Numbnuts, who's also on Twitter, Silvio Diego, the sad Cycle Lane user, who's also on there, Cycle Granny, Son of the Wind, who's also been a big help, and I also want to give a big shout out as well to a Twitter user by the name of Basque Go W3. He used to do YouTube videos many years ago. You might be aware. If not, I am in contact with him still. But yeah, I want to give a shout out to him for his support. I also want to give a shout out to another Twitter user under the name Road Morons, or Simon71084058. Thank you very much to him for sharing my video onto his channel. Very much appreciated. And I also want to give a really big shout out and a big thanks to Road.CC, which is a road safety, cycling safety campaign group that will share articles and news stories about near misses, accidents, or improvements that are needed, etc. So I want to give a big shout out to Road.CC for their huge support and their in sharing and making people aware of what happened. Really grateful. There was also a fellow cyclist in Leicester. Unfortunately, I don't have contact with him, but I do follow him on YouTube and Twitter. I think he's called Traveller Neil. He's another fellow cyclist that travels within the same city. I did see a comment from him supporting the reason I was cycling down the Putney Road. The Putney Road basically has gotten on a two-way bike track, but on the stretch of Putney Road that I was riding on, because it was quite late at night, I decided to use the road. Now, the main reason I used the road, before any of you people that think cyclists should be using the bike lanes, before you start going on about that, right? The reason I'm using the road is because as I'm going down the hill, the cycle track crosses over to the opposite side of the roadway. And it's not a big issue when you think about it, but when I get to the next traffic light, the cycle track ends, and you have to rejoin the road anyway. So the whole reason I was cycling on the road is because the cycle track crosses over, and you go down it for about 5 yards, and then you have to rejoin the road. And to do that, you have to cross the road at least another 2 to 3 times. And in my opinion, it's not just an inconvenience, but it's also, I think there's more risk of conflict because I have to cross the road almost 3 to 4 times within the space of a few yards. So that's the reason I was cycling on the road at that time, because the cycle track on the left ends and you have to cross over and then you have to rejoin the road anyway, so I don't really see the point in crossing over a road for a few yards. But anyway, I just want to give thanks to him for that help as well. Much appreciated. I am just wanted to point out I am very greatly disappointed with the police of Leicestershire. I feel like more could have been done about this situation. I feel like more should have been done regarding what happened. I don't know why they couldn't do more. I felt myself and a lot of other people who watched my video, heard my story, everybody has agreed that the police have been extremely poor and lazy regarding this. And I'm not pointing out and trying to say the entire police force is not very practical or they're lazy, but there are some. It's very clear to me that someone was pulling strings, or somebody in the force did not have the patience or did not have the care to actually acknowledge what happened. And unfortunately, it's a very disappointing thing that they decided not to pursue the investigation after 2 days of the report. So very big disappointment there. Before I end this video clip, I do want to give an update regarding the lorry company. After the police failed to do anything regarding the situation, which again was a huge disappointment. If you are Leicester Police listening in on this, I hope that you do take consideration in basically acting more on safe driving and near misses such as this one. There's been times where the police haven't done anything in the past, and with full respect, it's down to them, but sometimes there are minor things, and if they want to let a minor thing go by, that's fair, but this truck driving thing was not a minor thing. I do believe this HGV lorry, the road in question that I was on is part of a residential, and it's also part of a university community for university students as well. It's only a 30-mile-per-hour road, and it's also attached to a shopping complex, and it's probably about less than 0.5 miles from a city centre as well. There's no dual carriageways, there's no 40-mile-an-hour roads, there's no high-speed roads, there's none of that next to this road. It's all quiet back roads with one lane in each direction, and therefore I do believe a lot more care should have been considered, as this road does commonly see pedestrians, cyclists, motorbikes, all sorts of traffic going up and down it. And in an area like that, you need to be a lot more aware. I will refer to an old video clip I will try and get shared upon here, so you might see it as you're listening. But I wanted to comment on a video or an advertisement, safety advertisement campaign video. It was shown on TV back in 2009, 2008, I think, somewhere along there. And a car comes up to a junction, and they look both ways, but they don't double check for bikes. And a bike comes smashing into the side of the car. And they said, what does it take to notice a bike? And in the advertisement it says, you should look again, look, double check, triple check. And in an area that I was in, this lorry driver should have triple checked before pulling out. And the fact that he had to turn left and he had to go into the oncoming side of the road to make the turn, he should have double checked at the very minimum. If anything, should have triple checked. Anyway, I don't want to try and drag this video out too long. I know you're all quite busy, and I do appreciate your time listening in on my video, but I wanted to share a quick update regarding the lorry company. I did send them a letter after the police failed to have any acknowledgement of what happened, or correct any acknowledgement. I just want to, I did send a letter to the Healey Transport Limited Group, or the company, just to tell them and explain to them what had happened, because I don't believe that the police had informed them, which they didn't, and I felt like it would be necessary to inform them under a letter of complaint. Anyway, I just want to give a thanks to the Healey Transport Limited Company. They did respond to me, and they have said that they will be, that they do not, I do quote this: "This is not an acceptable incident, and I do not tolerate this type of behavior from any of our drivers. All our trucks are fitted with near-side cameras and front-facing dash cameras." I don't know why police couldn't look into this, but there you go. Again, quoting: "We will be having a meeting with management regarding this driver's behavior and the incident that occurred with yourself, and the necessary actions will be taken." I won't continue away from there, but they did say below, "We do apologise for behalf of the driver and the company that the incident occurred, but I do assure that this won't happen again. Kind regards." I won't name anybody because I do not wish to name people within the company or the business. So I just want to give a thanks to. I just want to give a thank you to Healey Transport Limited's management for acknowledging what has happened, and whether they do anything or not, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm leaving that to them. The important thing is that they do know what's happened, and they seem to be aware of it, so hopefully something is done. Again, if you are listening to this, I greatly appreciate your help and your response to that. It's been that's a huge thing for me, in my opinion. It's a great it's good. I'd say it's a really great thing to hear that, when someone's taking responsibility, and I do appreciate that massively. I think that that does take a lot of willpower, and in all honesty, if anybody listening to this, please give credit to Healey Transport Limited's management group for their willingness to take this on and being able to say, we do apologise, because a lot of companies will not do that. A lot of companies will just throw you under the bus. So big thanks to them. Thank you for taking responsibility. Thank you for your reply and your understanding. It's great. It's a great encouragement and a great help from yourselves. So big thanks to them. Just to give them acknowledgement to that, I do greatly appreciate that. So yes, kindness to them, forgiveness as well. So whatever they do, I don't know, but at least they're aware. So thank you all once again for all your support. Thank you for all the help that you guys have shared with me as well. I am back on the bicycle at the moment. I'm still trying to cycle in. I've not cycled in as much this week because I've had to use the car for my own personal reasons at the moment, trying to sort things out with friends, family, etc. So I have not been cycling as much. This video is one of my walks home this past week. because I'm trying to get more exercise. So I'll just push my bike home just to get some more exercise in my legs. But yeah, I'm still back on the bike. I'm taking it a little bit cautiously at the moment because my confidence with Leicestershire Police has dramatically dropped. So it is a bit concerning that they didn't do anything. But yeah, anyway, I'm back on the bike. I'm taking things a little bit cautiously at the moment, just being careful at the moment until my confidence is boosted up a bit more and I feel a little bit more safe on the road again. But anyway, thank you all for all your support, all your help. It's much appreciated. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, and I will keep you posted. Keep me posted how you guys are doing. And again, big thanks to you all. Big thanks to Healey Transport for owning up and their commitment to helping. And a big thanks to Road.CC and everybody else, and Road Morons on Twitter, and Basque as well, and all you guys. Cool. Take care. Love you all. Bye.